Hello guys, welcome to my newest video. Today I'm gonna play the Battle of Fort Ticonderoga or Fort Carillon that took place in July of 1758. I don't know how much time it took me to make this map, but I put such a love and effort in order to make it as close as the original battle and also make it playable at the same time. For people who have played Shogun 2, you guys might know that in online battles there is a limitation of 20 minutes in siege battles. In this case, I recreated the siege battle in a land battle configuration, which can take up to 60 minutes. The defender's side is the only one that can be played if you're playing versus the artificial intelligence. On your side you will find plenty of garrisonable structures of places that will be crucial in order to win the battle. As you can see, the enemy has double amount of units than I do. I wish I could have played this map as in the original battle, where the attacker had about 18,000 units, while the defender had only 3,600 units. But in Shogun 2, the units have more morale and they will not surrender so easily. I interpreted several maps and I brought it to the map editor of Shogun 2. Perhaps it will not be 100% accurate, but at least a 95% will be. And bear in mind that in some measure I prioritize the gameplay over the historical accuracy. If you want to play this map, some mods are required. Do not worry, because at the end of the video I will tell you what mods I used, which ones are mandatory and which ones are highly recommended. You can also find the links of those mods down in the description. So very important, the attacking team, in order to win the battle, must enter into the fort and get the capture zone that is located at the square of the fort. The only entrance is located at the south, where the village. That means the enemy has to get through the south way, or the north way, or through the center, where it is the hill and most of the trenches. Here and here there are the two redoubts, or little fortifications that were protecting the south and the north way. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to comment all the time what happens or will happen, as this is a recorded video for the presentation of this battle map. First of all, I'm placing the cannons. 3 of them will be on top of the hill. 1 will cover the north, 1 for the south, and other 2 will be placed between the big redoubt and the fort. Okay, so once all the cannons are placed, I'm picking up the elite infantry and placing it where the fort. I'm going to put them there, yes, but so far yes, I'm making groups. The elite infantry will protect the fort, while the rest of the units will be where the trenches or covering some other areas of the map. Of course, they will be the first ones to die, and I just want to keep the elite infantry just keeping the fort until the end. On top of the hill, I'm going to play the general and some cavalry, because they will give support to the units that will be on the trenches. That's in order to win some time. For sure they will die, maybe at the earliest part of the battle, but the longer they can hold, yes, the more casualties the infantry will deal with. Let's continue with placing some infantry into the trenches. As you can see, they are garrisonable, and when you put the mouse next to them, some sign showing how they will be placed appears, yeah? And you just do a right click and they're placed. Okay, so here I'm going to show you how to put the units inside of this redoubt. What you have to do is putting the cursor inside of one of the windows, and when you see the sign of the guard garrisonable, just do right click and the units will be placed inside. It's here, easy. Once we finish with most of the infantry behind the trenches, I can start with the elite infantry and put them on top of the fort. The best ones will go where the ravelin, and the rest will go behind of the walls. As you can see, everything is garrisonable, and the units can cross the bridges using it from the inside of the fort to the ravelin. They can also get in and get out. You will see later. Once everyone is at their place, let's click start.
Prepare to defend, sir!
You might notice that at the beginning of the battle, the enemy units are grouped in some kind of clusters. This is a consequence of the mods I am using in order to fix the biggest issue here. In Shogun 2, sometimes the IA decides not to attack you and stay at some high position, waiting for you to attack. Of course, I don't want this in this map, so I had to use some mods to correct this. Sure thing, the enemy is grouping all together at the beginning of the battle, but the biggest problem has been fixed and I don't mind at all. Also, it's important to remind you something about this map. This map is a Siege land battle map. And what does it mean, you might wonder? Well, at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that a siege battle in Shogun 2 only lasts 20 minutes. This map is designed to be played as a land battle, therefore the time limit would be 60 minutes now. Pseudo siege means that on a practical way it is a siege, yes, but some features of the siege battle are not available here. For instance, the walls of the fort are undestroyable, the cannons do not shoot, they are just decorative, the access of the fort has no door, etc. Yeah, despite all this, I still consider I managed to create some good stuff here. You can feel it as if it was a real siege. The units of this redoubt are highly protected, still the enemy can shoot at you and can cause some casualties, but way less if the shooting was in open field. If you're interested in knowing how I am making that kind of map, if this video gets many views and you just leave some comments asking for some map tutorials, actually I would love to show you how to do that. Just give me some siege map and I'll see what I can do. During the whole battle I decided not to use the suppressing fire ability, in fact, because I wanted to make it more challenging. I didn't know how to find the right balance to this battle. So somehow, yes, it was pretty good. It was really balanced. It was in the end, but it was a very close victory. Now, the enemy is trying to get through the defenses. Although I cannot protect everything, yes, I have a huge disadvantage in the amount of units and I still have to try to stop the rest of the army, while those ones maybe will try to go deeper and deeper, but this still the fort is protected by the people in the redoubt, so I just need to leave them go alone and maybe I will try to stop them with the cavalry. Let's see if I can do something. Now here you can see that the enemy is going through our defense lines and they are kinda unstoppable. Because of that, I have to move the infantry that was shooting from the top of the cliffs and use a cavalry to demoralize and stop the enemy. Yep, this map is huge and it can be overwhelming when the enemy units are getting everywhere from all the directions. Actually, the south defense lines are losing the battle and I hope I can get my artillery out of there and bring it closer to the fort. Maybe I will manage, I will see.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
I'm actually happy I brought the cavalry there. They are inflicting many casualties and slowing down the enemy. But I made some huge fail. You'll see later. And I used my general to give some support to some units that were defending the trenches. And I forgot about it, so my general ended up dying.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir. Sir, your general is under attack.
And here's when my general is in big trouble, but I have more things to manage. Many enemies are approaching the north redoubt, and it's time to move infantry covering north defenses. I have won that part of the north battle and have to slow down the rest of the army. While the north battle is almost won, the south part is almost lost, so I have to take some units that are inside of the fort and I have to cover the entrance of the fort. I don't want the enemy getting there, that's for sure. If they get into the fort and capture the capturable area inside, actually I'm lost, definitely.
Damned lily-livered cowards! Your men are running, sir.
The artillery I was trying to save before, I think it will end up surviving, but now it's time to try to save the ones that are on top of the Ticonderoga hill. The hill is almost taken, my general will die soon, so we can consider the phase 1 of the siege of Ticonderoga is finished. Now it's time to focus with the redoubts and the fort. But still, I could save some units, and it was really important to slow down the enemy as much as possible, so yes, that's our task.
Sir, an entire unit is dead, sir. Sir, your general has fallen.
Well, not bad the people inside of the redoubt. So far they killed more than 110 people, yes, and it's going to be more and more. Protect the entrance, nail fire. Now if I manage to kill those artilleries, the enemy will see that the units are going down, and maybe some contagious effect will be spread through the rest of the lines. So far, more or less the battle is under control, despite the lost my general. Then I will be talking in a while, and I'll let you enjoy the battle and the views. Be right back.
A whole unit has fallen to the enemy. sir. Gone. A whole unit is lost. A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
Okay, so in the end I managed to protect the south entrance. But the big problem is that my artillery just ran out of ammunition. So what I'm going to do is taking those guys and put them to defense the entrance of the fort just in case. And then I'm taking the rest of the infantry that were covering the south and putting them back to the center, because of course the enemy is not stopping. I'm going to give some rest to those guys, and that will make the enemy to come closer. But not only that, yes, my units will get some morale back again. The enemy is coming closer again. Let's put back our units behind the walls and we're traveling.
A unit has used all available ammunition.
Now, I managed to place those two artilleries in a very strategical positions. Maybe they will not inflict many casualties, however, I will try to bring the morale of the enemy down, and not only that, if maybe I can drag them closer to me, it means that they will start moving and they will not be shooting, while my units and my infantry will start shooting at them and inflict more and more and more casualties. That's the point of this. Let's see how it goes, the battle now.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
Pressing this button cancels orders and makes selected units or ships stop where they are. This is a quicker alternative to giving them a different order.
Your men are routing, sir! A unit is running from the battlefield, sir!
Now, finally at that point of the battle, it's where I'm pretty confident that I will win the battle. Sure, the victory bar is showing the opposite, but it's because many enemy units are running away and are still in the battlefield. So, the key of the second phase of the battle, as you could see, has been defending the big redoubt and giving rest to the units at the fort by doing constant changes of position. That doesn't mean I cannot be careful, yeah? I just make a bad move and I'm telling you, the battle is lost.
One of your units can no longer fire, General!
I have to take those guys out of redoubt because the enemy light infantry is shooting at them and my units cannot reach them. So instead of losing them now without inflicting any more casualties, I prefer to lose them while trying to kill the rest of the line infantry.
Your men are routing, sir!
Now the rest of the units will try to get rid of the rest of the artilleries, which are the last ones standing. If I get rid of them, probably the battle will be over soon.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir. A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
And finally, the battle is over. Despite I lost previously my units while trying to get rid of the last artilleries, the last guys will do it and finish the job. And I will fast forward until then. In the meantime, enjoy the massacre. Yes, the victory is over. And after statistics, let me show you the mods I have been using.
Damn lily-livered cowards! Your men are running, sir. You have triumphed over the enemy.
Those are the mods, check them on the description, and don't forget to try this map and tell me if you liked it. Thank you for watching.